stress, then come at the soul boy. I mean,
Speaking of discussions, man, as you know, we both have Tom Macdonald Hog fans. We have a lot of fans that love
That's an
the
HOGs.
what do I call it? Like the conservative rap, so to say, is what people call it, or what the internet's been calling it, the
Yeah.
MAGA raps and such like that. I just like good music, no matter what it is, unless you get into that political side and it starts feeling like you picking and choosing. So, with the Tom
Yeah,
Macdonald song that
man.
had came out, dog, how are you feeling? Because I had this conversation with Dada as well. And how are you feeling about the release of Woke World? Now, for me, initial listen, first listen, I mean, I like the direction considering everything else that I've heard. I feel like there was a little bit of balance in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus, the consistent berating of the left and the liberals. Now, granted, he still threw that in there in the song
course.
every now and then. I mean, it just comes with it. And, like, I don't mind it because I'm neither. I'm in the middle, bro. I think we all need to be together. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But I agree with the angle. He had a more worldwide view on it where there's issues everywhere. But he still felt like, he just wanted to target towards one side. But I feel like he's more woke than he wants to believe. So give me your, like, initial thoughts on how you listen to the song as well, too.
When I was the first verse, when I first started the first verse, I was like, it's same old time, same old time. But when he got to the second and third, I was like, okay, he's not really doing what he did this whole year, which is bash one side. Like he of course called them out.
Right.
He called the left out more than he called out anything else. But he was like, nah, this is over here is bullshit too. And I respect that.
Big facts.
I respect
big
that.
facts.
I would definitely respect that.
Uh-huh.
Overall, the song was decent. The song was decent. Will I ever play it? No. But the song was definitely a decent song, and it made me see like, all right, Tom is trying. I hope Tom is understanding that it's not this left versus right bullshit that we always be trying to
It's
go
bigger
to.
than us. There's a bigger game to be played than what we're pointing at each other. We got to point up top versus across from each other. I think that's where it felt like where he was going in that song, like I said, rather than the last, 3 or 4, which I think were more emotionally driven, you know what I'm saying? More, what do you say, trending driven, you know what I'm saying, in particular times.
I think those songs was in the moment, so it was like when certain things happen, like with the Charlie Kirk thing. His what's that called? His tribute to Charlie Kirk was dope to an extent. Like you feel me? I like the messaging.
Right. But I think it was too soon.
Yeah, because it was right there. It's right after that. So you already in your emotions.
Right.
So you're gonna just say whatever you feel like is at the moment. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Word.
And then it seems like he strayed away from understanding that it's both sides, and then now he's a part of the propaganda arm on the right. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Just because he got a big audience. If you got a big audience and he's pushing the same agenda that everybody else is pushing,
it's only fitting to get more attention to your shit.
Yeah, you just became a cog in the system that you was just against last year.
Right, exactly, and that's how I felt. I'm like, man. Listening to that song as well too. I'm like, bro, like. You saying stuff that kind of both sides do. Like for you, like me, the first verse is really what I liked the most. It was really later on in the song. I'm like, I was like, it's all right, because like I gave the song like a 2.5. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And when I heard the first verse, it gave me that more of a balanced feel, because he talked about the corruption, the politicians, the PDF stuff, like all of that. Which once again, I think it's all sides. And you seen what just happened in with is it Prince Charles? I'm just throwing the name off the top of my head, but you seen what happened with him. He's losing his little shits because of his associations with the Epi dude. I call him Epi, you know what I'm saying? So
he's I ain't see that
shit. So with stuff like that, that's how, Google, dog. I be using Google, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get shoot, but you know what I'm saying? I be looking shit up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you don't know what you're talking about. I think you be having the misinformation. I'll be like, bro, I use Google, bro. I don't go off what somebody's telling me because they're popular and got a large platform. I'll go Google shit. Like, I'll question even what I'm saying because I don't got all the fucking answers all the time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's like Tom was going more in that direction, and I was like, there's corruption on both of that, because once again, I feel like if those files ever was to get released, and there's a reason why there's not, the whole system would flatten. You know what I'm saying? All of the world would go mad, because everything that you thought you believed is now just not even with the grain anymore. Everything's fallen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there's a reason why that shit can come out, because we already know the circumstances of what dude was. So if those lists comes out, everybody's on it. Everybody that's in those circles is on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no matter
that's
no
the
matter
tough
which
truth to break
side.
everybody in there is on it. So I like where Tom went in that first verse a little bit rather than the rest of the song, which I'm still like it felt balanced, but he still kind of had that. I feel like hidden agenda of trying to misuse the word woke too. That's where I was going to lead into. It's
Yeah,
like
but people they
misusing the
hijack
word
that
woke.
shit,
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm
They
saying?
bastardized the term,
It goes
gang. That's
back
not even
because
what woke means.
it's not even using Google. You know what I'm saying? When you use Google and like look up definition of words, and what people like to say the most is context, it would be like, yo, it clearly is being misused. But the way he's also using the context in the song would be woke, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that he was talking about, if you look up the definition, that shit is woke. So I felt like that was a very confusing song as far as, like, is Tom turning his tide and shit. You know what I mean? That's really all I was with that.
Yeah, man. I hope Tom. I hope Tom get better at not just leaning to one side. So like I understand it gives him the views, it gives him the push and stuff like that, and give him his chicken because he's independent, so he's gonna need the money and all that.
Absolutely.
I understand that, but
For
it's
the
like
love of money.
like you feel me? Like I get it. You feel me? But then he got to understand, and some of his fan base have to understand when he starts talking this way and he's leaning towards a certain side. If people start saying he's a grifter, you can't get mad because it looked crazy. It looked crazy. It looked crazy. But you know, Tom, he just need to chill out, son. He need to chill out.
I mean, I feel like, you know, if you were to do, because I think my thing is too is like with all these rappers that have been coming out making their music and pushing an agenda or leaning a certain way, I feel like if you just stuck to making music, people will find you dope. But because you're leaning towards this heavy stuff, where I always say too, even getting into this shit, I was always like, yo, there's a few things I won't get into, which I seem to be diving into. It's like, you know, religion, politics, and sex. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I get it, bro.
You get looped up into a motherfucking circle of this shit, and then you're just like, well, yeah, politics is definitely not something I really want to get into, and it's not even because I don't know what I'm talking about, but I realize there's a lot of dense people, and politics have a cult following. You know what I'm saying? Politics have a super cult following. No matter how you want to spit it, people follow the trend of whatever they like, and you can't unteach that, and that's a part of the system, and I'm not a part of, because I'm like, I don't play the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the game is a lot bigger than us, but if people keep playing the game, you're automatically going to be able to, or not automatically be able to, but you're automatically going to choose a side. You know what I'm saying? Because you're playing the game and you're a part of the system. So that's why these conversations are always funny to have with people who are so strong on one side versus the other. Like both sides are strong about their shit on either side, and neither are really rational. But you have rational people. It's just when it gets to the extremist side of shit.
Yeah,
you know, I think that's the conversation I think people need to have more.
That, and people don't critically think anymore. It's all about who you like. Yes. So if somebody, no matter what side it is preaching something that you've been taught your whole life, you're going to automatically go with them. Even if they're lying, you're going to be like, yeah, I like this person. So you're not going to fact check it. You're not going to look up nothing because they going, it sounds very good. Yeah. But then when you start fact checking things, even it's the crazy part, because even if the people fact check it, they don't care because they already feel this way. Because it's always facts over fictions facts over feelings until your feelings don't feel validated because the facts came up.
Facts don't add up. Exactly.
Yeah, it's
we watched
weird,
that first night with Stevie Knight and ABBA. We watched that first hand. You know what I'm saying? When he told him to Google some shit, and he didn't have time to Google it, or he didn't want to. Well, I'm not going to Google it.
Google it.
You know that.